Hello YouTube, Mark here, Jhon here, and we're gonna be reading, Jhon, chapter 2, verse 1 through, all the way through, and this one is called Jesus Changes Water into Wine, so we're gonna read that right now with us. On the third day, a wedding took place at Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples also been invited to the wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, "They have no more wine." Jesus says, "Woman, why do you involve me?" Jesus replied, "My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Nearby stood 6 stone water jugs, the kind used by the Jews for ceremonial washing, each holding from 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them up to the brim. Then he told them, "Now draw some out and take to the master of banquet." They did so, and the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. He did not realize where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. Then he called the bridegroom aside and said, "Everyone bring out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have too much to drink. But you have saved best till now." What Jesus did there in Cana of Galilee was first Messiah's throat, which he revealed to his glory, and his disciples believed in him. After he went down to the Capernaum with his mother and his brothers and his disciples, they stayed there for a few days. When it was almost time for the Jewish Passover, Jesus went up to Jerusalem in the temple courts, and he found people selling cattle, sheep, and doves, and others sitting at tables exchanging money. So he made a whip out of cords and drove all from the temple courts, both sheep and cattle. He shrouded the coins at the money changers and overturned their tables. To those who sold doves, he said, "Get these out of here. Stop turning my Father's house into a market." His disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal for house will consume me." The Jews responded to him, "What sign can you show us to prove your authority to do all this?" Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it again in 3 days." They replied, "It has taken 46 years to build this temple, and you're going to raise it in 3 days?" But the temple had been spoken of its body. After he raised it from the dead, his disciples recalled when they had believed that the scripture and the words that Jesus spoken. Now while he was in Jerusalem at the Passover festival, many people saw the signs he was performing and believed in him, but Jesus would not entrust himself to them. He knew the people. He did not need any testimony about mankind. He knew what was in each person. Though, yeah, it kinda switched halfway through, but yeah, one of my favorites. But I still think Psalm 102 is my favorite. yeah. So, have a great rest of your day, guys, and bye.